AM 1450 KBPS presents live PIL basketball. Now with all the action, let's go courtside with the KBPS sportscasting crew.
Hi everyone and good evening from Benson High School at Marshall campus. I am Sean Phillipson alongside Jacob Patterson for AM 1450 KBPS in Portland. Tonight's game features 6A boys basketball as the Benson Techmen host the Lincoln Cardinals. Looking at how these two teams have fared during the regular season, Lincoln Cardinals coming into tonight on a 5-game winning streak. They would love to end tonight's game to tie a season-high 6-game winning streak if they can pull it off tonight. Lincoln 17-7 overall and 11-4 in the PIL standings. That is tied with Roosevelt for third in the standings. For Benson, they are currently fifth in the PIL standings at 9-6 and 14-9 overall. Benson is coming off their most recent win on Wednesday this week at McDaniel, winning by 22 points, 66-44. And for Lincoln, their most recent game they're coming out of was at McDaniel on Wednesday as well, winning 92-55 in that contest for the Lincoln Cardinals. Jacob, what can we expect for tonight's contest?
Sean, it's great to be with you. It doesn't get more exciting than a game like this tonight. We got a lot of special things happening. It's senior night, so we're celebrating the seniors. It's their last home game of the regular season. We've got a really decent crowd here tonight. There's a lot of KBPS broadcasting students here tonight in the crowd. Hopefully we'll talk some of them into coming on air and talking with us. But I think we're going to have a great game tonight, Sean. We've seen Benson and Lincoln play before earlier in the season, and it was a great game. What stood out to me and what still stands out to me is the height of the Lincoln Cardinals. I think they've got 2 or 3 students in the 6'5" to 6'10" range.
Yes.
And a pretty dominant height advantage over the Benson Techmen. And so we'll see how much of a role that plays, how much of a factor that plays into what happens tonight. But definitely excited. It's a Friday night. It's senior night here at Benson High School at Marshall campus. The crowd is ready. We're ready to have some fun tonight.
Absolutely. Looking at how these two teams last met, Lincoln won on January 21st, winning at Lincoln 65-58 over the Benson Techmen in that game. And in the contest, Moroni Seeley Roberts with 23 points. Graham Eikenberry was in the paint most of the game, scoring 21 points. Malachi Seeley Roberts had 10 points primarily in the fourth quarter after being scoreless through the first 3 quarters. Sawyer Hill with 8 and Muthu with 2. In the loss for the Techmen, Dewan Pichin had a season high, I believe, 24 points in the loss. Nate Perkins-Fletcher with 18. Bradford kept to 9 points, single-digit scoring output for him. Taylor with 6 and Moreland with 2 for the Techmen. As Lincoln led as many as 15, Benson led as many as 4 in that contest. And I understand that you had an interview with Benson senior A.J. Tutu before the game. So here's Jacob Patterson earlier today with Benson senior A.J. Tutu.
We are here with one of the seniors on the Benson varsity basketball team. Tell us your name.
My name's Tutu.
Tell us about why tonight is special.
Well, tonight is the last home game for most seniors around at Benson High School. A lot of us aren't coming back next year, so half the team is gone. It's a big thing.
There's a lot of seniors on the team this year.
Yeah, there's 7 of us, so some of us are gonna get benched. Me.
How's it been playing this year? How's the team doing this year? Are we going to go to the playoffs?
We're going to the playoffs next week. Wednesday was the last time we won, which definitely solidified our placement in playoffs. And I did play in that game too, so I didn't get benched the whole time. That's something.
We're playing Lincoln tonight. I know that Lincoln has 2 or 3 pretty tall players, like 6'10", almost 7-footers. How is Benson going to handle the height there?
Actually, we did this in practice this morning. I was the simulation of the tallest dude, so that was fun. I got to pretend like I knew what I was doing. what we know is that we got to sit on the tall people because tall people don't like their legs getting messed with. So that's our plan. Because we do have one of the shorter teams on the PIL.
Tutu, thank you so much for a minute of your time. Congratulations, and I hope you have a great night tonight and be honored in the senior game. Anything else? Any last words or anything else you want to let KBPS listeners know?
I'm going to Disneyland.
That's his plan. After the big win tonight, going to Disneyland.
All right, well, we'll keep that in thought for him. Congratulations to him as a senior for A.J. Tutu. Let's run down to you the starting five quickly. First for Lincoln, it'll be a wing senior Sawyer Heald, at wing senior Trevor Dean, at guard in the post a junior Malachi Seeley-Roberts, in one post Moroni Seeley-Roberts, a junior, and in the post a junior Graham Eikenberry. The Cardinals are coached by Heather Seeley-Roberts in her first year at the helm for the Lincoln Cardinals. Really have rebuilt this team from the ground up. Techman starters Bradford, DeWong-Puchan, Perkins, Fesher, Taylor, and Barfield. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we will reintroduce to you the starting lineups for both teams and the opening tip-off from Marshall campus at Benson High School. It's the Techmen and the Cardinals next on KBPS. Welcome back to Marshall campus at Benson High School for the second and final meeting with the Lincoln Cardinals visiting the Benson Techmen. Run down to the starting lineups once again for you. Heald, Dean, Malachi Seeley-Roberts, Moroni Seeley-Roberts, and Graham Eikenberry. For Benson, it'll be Bradford, DeWong-Puchan, Perkins, Fesher, Miguel Taylor, and Carlos Barfield. The Techmen are coached by Earl Clark. Cardinals, as I said, they are coached by Heather Seeley-Roberts. Really have rebuilt this Lincoln team from the ground up after having some disappointing several seasons of not competing within the PIL standings, and they're back. Currently, Lincoln is 16th in state. Benson is 20th in state. Tip-off one for Lincoln, and right away the basket, no good, and led by Dean. Out of bounds, it will remain Lincoln basketball. Lincoln starting the game going right to left and left to right for the Techmen. Lincoln in the road red uniforms with white lettering and black trim on the sides. In the lane, floater from the foul line, no good by Moroni Seeley-Roberts. Rebound dug down the floor, picked up by Benson, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow to Benson.
Both teams coming out really hungry at the beginning of this game. Seeing great defense from the Techmen here to stop the Lincoln there on that possession.
Taylor gets it in to Perkins Fesher. Back to Taylor. Taylor holding it up, guarded by Heald on the opposite end of the midcourt line, and now gets it across to Perkins Fesher, and a foul called on Lincoln. Foul on Trevor Dean, his first for Lincoln.
Yeah, both teams starting out no problem, showing some tough defense here.
Bradford, one of the better rebounding guards in the PIL. He'll have his hands full tonight trying to corral some rebounds. Then it comes to Bradford. Between the rings, getting off the screen. Passes to DeWong-Puchan. Pulls it out between the rings. Back to Perkins Fesher. Perkins Fesher gets off a pick. Hands it off to Bradford on the right wing. Bradford crossover going down the lane. Shovels in the side to Barfield. Blocked away by Seeley-Roberts. That's Malachi on the block. Malachi on the run. Passes his heel back to Seeley-Roberts. A three-pointer left wing. Good. Malachi Seeley-Roberts opened the scoring for Lincoln, and a 3-0 lead for the Cardinals with 1 minute gone in the first quarter.
Tough shot with the defender right in his face, too. Nice shot.
Barfield spinning, passes for Taylor. Taylor driving to the lane, lays it up and in. First field goal for Miguel Taylor, and Lincoln leads 3-2. 6:43 remaining in the opening quarter. Ball poked by Bradford, and Bradford steals. Bradford, uncontested right-hand hammer.
Woo-hoo-hoo! The Benson crowd is on their feet. What an epic dunk. That was epic.
Epic is an understatement. 4-3 lead for Benson. Missed layup, no good, but tipped in by Moroni Seeley-Roberts. His first field goal for Lincoln. 5-4 Cardinals lead out of the gate with 6:18 left in the first.
This is exactly what Benson needs, getting a little energy, a little momentum here.
Taylor passes far side to Perkins Fesher, outstretches hands, and out of bounds, Lincoln basketball. Lincoln would love to win tonight to maintain that potential first-round home playoff game to host if they're able to pull it away. And Perkins Fesher with the steal. 2-on-2 break. Perkins Fesher bounce pass right side to Barfield. Lays it up. No, but he traveled. Barfield traveled with the ball. Turnover Benson. That's back-to-back possessions for the Techmen.
You can hear the Benson crowd not happy with that because they thought he was fouled going up on that shot.
Malachi off the screen. Malachi driving the left. Pulls it out to Dean. Left corner. Dumping in the post to Eichenberry. Jump hook up and in. Graham Eichenberry listed at 6'10", and in the post, a junior for Lincoln. 7-4 lead for the Cardinals. 5:40 left in the first quarter. Duong-Pachan over for Bradford on the left wing. Bradford pulls the ball back out. In it comes to Taylor, top of the line. Taylor spinning beneath the foul line, puts up a pass underneath to Barfield. Kick it out, three-pointer for Duong-Pachan is no good. Defensive rebound by Dean.
Benson missed a wide open player in the corner there. Didn't get the ball to him.
Layup blocked away by Taylor and out of bounds. On the layup was Moroni. Seeley Roberts trying to go in with the layup on the right block. Had it blocked from behind. Inbounds to Moroni. Moroni going to his right. May have traveled. Whistle sounding. He did travel with the basketball. Bradford playing terrific defense on him to shuffle his feet.
One of the, like you said, Sean, one of the best players in the PIL, and he's showing it on both ends of the court, defense and offense.
Lincoln playing a full court press. Duong-Pachan gets into the front court and knocks down a 15-footer on the right block. First field goal for Duong-Pachan. 7-6 Lincoln lead. Back at the other end. Jumper around and out by Heald. Defensive rebound Bradford. Bradford on the run. Passes right side. Duong-Pachan unloads the three. Good! Duong-Pachan with 5 for Benson. And the Techmen lead by 2. 9-7. 4:45 left in the first quarter. And inside a foul hook on Bradford.
That was a beautiful three by Duong-Pachan. You could tell he wanted the ball. He felt it. And the second it came out of his hands, it was beautiful.
Good form. Inbounds for Eichenberry. Jump hook with the right hand. Good. Graham Eichenberry, his second field goal. He's got 4, and we're tied at 9. 4:35 left first quarter. Lincoln playing full court press. Duong-Pachan just got the ball. Ball poked out by Malachi up on the far side off of Malachi for Lincoln. Benson ball. Far side, Barfield inbound. Marquise Cross at the scores table. He'll check in next dead ball for Benson. Bradford handling the ball at the point. Hands it off to Perkins Fesher. Perkins Fesher crossover. Kick it out. Bradford. Three-pointer. Right corner. No good. Offensive rebound to Duong-Pachan. Finds a cutting Bradford to the basket. Puts up a tough shot. Good, and he's fouled.
And one. Nice layup. Missed the three-point. Followed it up. Got the ball back. Nice move, Kayvon.
Trevor Dean picks his second personal foul, so Heather Seeley Roberts will have to go to the bench, and Kabir Rathor Mutu will check in for Dean. 2 team fouls on Lincoln, 1 for Benson. Bradford at the line looking for a three-point play. Benson has a 2-point lead at 11-9, make it 12-9 on a three-point play for Bradford. Bradford and Duong-Pachan have 5 points early for the Techmen. 12-9 lead, Benson, 4:08 left first quarter. Malachi gives it up top to Moroni. Moroni over to the right wing in Muthu. Muthu pass inside to Moroni, and he puts that up and in with a jump hook. Moroni with 4. Lincoln down by 1 at 12-11. 3:48 left in the first quarter. Cross-court pass ahead for Perkins Fesher. Perkins Fesher over to the left wing, and Duong-Pachan for 3 again. Duong-Pachan buries it, and he has 8. Lead up at 4 for Benson at 15-11.
As they say in NBA Jam, he's heating up.
And the pass going inside to Moroni, and a foul on Benson for reaching in. That one on Cross, his first.
The energy to start this game from both teams is electric right now.
Inbounds jump shot, no good by Moroni. Blocked away by Bradford against the shot in by Eichenberry. And Eichenberry is 6'10". Bradford had to jump to reach over and block that shot. Bradford gets it across the timeline now. Double team on the far side. Gets it into Barfield. Barfield gets it to Cross. Lays it up. No good. And goaltending basket will count.
Lincoln fans not happy about that. They thought it was a clean block.
Cross on the field goal for the Techmen. 6-point lead for Benson. 17-11. 3 minutes to go first quarter. Ball to the left side in Moroni. Moroni passes out to Malachi. Malachi getting off the screen. Malachi kicks it out. Muthu with 3, left wing, good. Muthu with a 3 for Lincoln. 17-14 lead Benson. 2:40 left in the opening quarter. Lincoln continuing to play the full court press. DeWampuchan puts up a floater. Not even close. Offensive rebound to Bradford. Shot blocked in the lane by Eikenberry. Puts up a second effort and he draws the foul.
You can clearly see the height advantage, as we talked about earlier at the pregame. You know, Lincoln's got 3 players that are standing at least 6 inches taller than Bradford. Got blocked twice. The second attempt on the block there got called for the foul.
Eikenberry picks up his first foul of the game. Bradford at the line to shoot 2. 2:33 left in the first, and free throw good by Bradford with 1 more from the line. Miguel Taylor comes back on the floor, this time for Barfield. Bradford with 1 more from the line. Referee telling Taylor to tuck in his jersey. Benson in the home white uniforms with orange lettering. And the free throw good by Bradford. He has 7. Lead back up at 5 for Benson at 19-14. 2:27 left in the first. Moroni on the kick out. It's Muthu. Into Malachi on the right wing. Dumping the block to Eikenberry with the left hand jumper. That's Moroni rather. And he lays it in with the left hand. He has 6. 19-16 lead for Benson.
That was a beautiful layup, kind of behind the back.
Cross driving into the paint, and he draws the foul. A hard landing for Cross. He will shoot 2.
Lincoln coach wanted a charge there. Lincoln coach not happy and telling the ref, hey, didn't that look like a charge?
Gabe Moreland will have to wait to enter the game. He's at the scorer's table. Cross to shoot 2 for Benson. Eikenberry has picked up his second foul on my stat sheet. Redding Longacre will come in off the bench for Lincoln right now, as well as Moreland for Benson. Go ahead.
Marquise Cross got to hit those free throws. Every free throw counts. When a close game, only 3-point game.
Cross at the line with 1 more to go. And Cross misses both free throws. Defensive rebound by Malachi. Malachi advances past the timeline. 2 minutes left, first quarter. Malachi will shoot a 3 from straight away. No good. Defensive rebound tapped by DeWampuchan into the hands for Moreland. Moreland receives the pass and he gets it past the timeline. Ball poked away by Lincoln. Recovered. Bradford driving down the lane. Right hand layup up and in. Kayvon Bradford with 9.
What a move to cut through the defense and get the easy bucket there. That wasn't easy at all, actually. That was a tough bucket.
5-point lead for Benson, 21-16. Longacre, ball moving on the perimeter. Moroni shoots a 3 from straight away. No good. Defensive rebound by Cross. Cross into the hands for Bradford. Benson has led as many as 6 in the first quarter. Bradford gets it across the timeline now. Shovels it into Cross, and Cross touched it last.
Oh, and the Benson bench, all the coaches from Benson are up on their feet saying, hey, that was out of bounds off of Lincoln.
Good catch on that as I was looking back up. I thought it was Benson ball, but Lincoln had possession of it. Benson gets it into the cross to the front court. Bradford kicks out to DeWampuchan. A right corner 3 hits the top of the backboard, and defensive rebound by Moroni. Moroni gives it for Malachi. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. A 3-pointer from the right wing. No good by Heald. Defensive rebound by Moreland. Moreland gets it across the timeline. Right side. Moreland to the layup. Up and in.
He had just a little hesitation move, just enough to catch that defender flat-footed, and then made his move and got to the basket.
Muthu for 3. No good. Defensive rebound. Benson up ahead. Moreland one-on-one against Malachi. And Malachi Seeley Roberts wanted the call to go off of Moreland. Instead, it will be Benson ball. Andre Young will check in for his first appearance for Benson. Ty Lee will check in for Benson, one of the seniors tonight.
Not only electric energy from the players on the court, but also from the crowd. We are getting into it here.
Yes, indeed. And a steal from the inbounds by Malachi. Up ahead, lob down the floor. Moroni couldn't get a good catch of it. Recovered by Heald on the left corner. And a steal by Moreland. And a foul called. Moreland playing with terrific energy off the bench. Foul on Heald, his first for Lincoln. 15.2 left first quarter, 23-16 lead for Benson. Taylor to inbound into Bradford. Bradford can hold for the final shot. Bradford up on the left wing. Gets off a double screen crossover going to his left. Kicks it out to Young. Over for Taylor. Back to Bradford. 3 seconds left. Bradford's got to go. 1 second. Bradford at the horn from straight away. Goal! Kayvon Bradford buries the triple. He finishes the first quarter with 12. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter from Benson.
The shot gave me goosebumps. Wow.
26-16 lead, Benson over Lincoln. Second quarter next on KBPS. Lincoln ball to begin quarter number 2. I'm joined by fellow Benson sophomore Joe on hand for the color commentary. Layup up and in by Moroni and Sealy Roberts. And a 26-18 lead for Benson out of the second quarter break. Bradford gets poked from behind, gives it for Duwong-Pruchan, lays it up and in, and a foul. Duwong-Pruchan gets hit, made the basket on the layup, and a three-point play coming up for him. Foul on Malachi Sealy Roberts, his first for Lincoln. Duwong-Pruchan with 10, opportunity at the line for 11. And he makes it. And re-entering the game will be Trevor Dean for Lincoln, as he will come out for Reading Longacre. 29-18 lead to Lincoln, for Benson rather. Benson up by 11, their largest lead of the half so far. Dean on the right wing, passes top of the circle to Malachi. Malachi over to left corner to Muthu. Bullet pass into heel, shovels it inside to Moroni. Good ball movement on the perimeter, three-pointer, top of the arc, no good by Malachi. Sealy Roberts, offensive rebound to Moroni, puts up a second layup and scores it. Moroni with 10 for Lincoln. 29-20 lead, Benson. Up the floor, Nate Perkins-Fesher, Duwong-Pruchan, right corner three hits! Duwong-Pruchan having a strong first half. He has 14. Lead up at a dozen for Benson. 32-20, defensive foul called on the Techman. And the foul on Moreland, his first. Benson coming out of the gate leading by 12 at 32-20 with 6:54 left in the half. Largest lead of the quarter for Benson. Out of the inbounds. Left elbow jumper connects for Malachi Sealy Roberts. Malachi with 5. 10-point cushion for Benson at 32-22. Nearly traveled on the backcourt did Taylor. Up the floor, Moreland on the layup attempt. Blocked away by Malachi Sealy Roberts. Down the floor, Dean. Cross-court pass tipped by Bradford and stolen by Duwong-Pruchan. Up the floor, Bradford. Left wing, Perkins-Fesher the three. Around and out. Rebound, Duwong-Pruchan. Duwong-Pruchan turns it over. Stolen by Heald for Lincoln. Heald brings it up on the left wing. Guarded by Duwong-Pruchan. Passes top of the arc to Sealy Roberts between the rings. Sealy Roberts going down the lane. Puts up a tough runner and in from the right elbow. What a shot by Moroni. He has 12. 32-24 Benson lead. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Out of the other end, three-pointer for Duwong-Pruchan yet again. And buries it from the wing. Duwong-Pruchan with 17 first half points. Lead up at 11 for Benson at 35-24. Defensive foul at the other end called on Dylan Duwong-Pruchan for reaching in. That is his first. Timeout on the floor called by Lincoln. Heather Sealy Roberts has to indicate what type of timeout they're taking. So the Cardinals will take a 30. No, full timeout rather. Full timeout Lincoln. So we'll step aside with 5:48 remaining second quarter. Benson up by 11. 35-24 lead over Lincoln on KBPS. Following the inbounds play, defensive foul before the inbounds came in on Gabe Moreland. That is his second foul of the game. And Marquise Cross will re-enter the game for Moreland off the bench. Heald to inbound yet again for Lincoln. 5:48 remaining in the second quarter. 35-24 Benson lead. Heald on the right wing. Comes upside, up to the right corner, and Dean. Into the hands for Malachi. Sealy Roberts into Dean on the right corner. Cross-court pass into Muthu. Back to Heald. And Heald traveled with the basketball. Turned over Lincoln. Benson ball. 5:33 remaining in the half. Referee talking to Taylor yet again. Don't know if his jersey got untucked or what, but nonetheless we play on. Bradford gets the inbounds pass from Taylor and back to Taylor. Into the ball to Perkins Fesher, right wing. Into the Wongpachan. Right corner three again, no good this time. Rebound by Moroni. Sealy Roberts up the floor. It's Heald. Heald will walk into a three. Right baseline, no good. Rebound one-handed by Moroni. Moroni baseline reverse layup, no, but he draws the foul. Foul on the Techman. That one on Miguel Taylor. That is his first for the Techman. Both teams now at 16 fouls for the half. Neither team had a foul to give, as Moroni will head to the line to shoot two for Lincoln.
Well, the energy in the stadium is absolutely amazing. Everyone is excited to be here, and both teams are doing incredibly well.
Moroni transfer from Class 3A from Yamhill Carlton over the summer. 6'6", averaging 26.5 points per game as he makes both free throws count at the line. Moroni now with 14 points, 35-26 lead. Wongpachan double team, gives it for Taylor. Taylor spitting at the foul line. Double clutches the shot and puts it in. Off the window. Miguel Taylor with 4. Lead back up at 11 for Benson at 37-26. Top of the arc, Moroni. Moroni dribble drive going to the left, puts up a tough shot, blocked away by Taylor. Out of bounds, Lincoln ball. Gets a high five for Bradford for the effort on the block. Graham Eichenberry will check back into the game for Lincoln with the 2 fouls. And Trevor Dean to rest for Lincoln. Malachi looking to get the ball in, lob it inside. Moroni created some separation on the shove, no good on the layup. Rebound offensively to Moroni again. Moroni shuffled his feet inside, puts up a tough shot and good, and he draws the foul. Moroni at the line for a 3-point play.
You can keep up on everything KBPS by following our Instagram at KBPS1920 where we post everything related to KBPS. Give us a follow. We're pretty cool.
Interesting here. Both teams are at their respective benches. I don't know if a technical foul was called or what. We'll wait in a moment as the referees are conversing here. So we got a foul on Taylor and a technical foul on Lincoln. For the taunting, I would assume, after the basket. So Benson should be at the free throw line for the technical. 4:40 left in the first half. Both teams at 17 fouls now at the half. Moroni at the line looking for a 3-point play, and he gets it to fall. And Wongpachan will head at the line for the technical free throw. So Wongpachan at the line. 37-29 lead for Benson. And Wongpachan makes the first free throw. But Wongpachan with 18 points in the first half. I would have to wonder that would be a season high for him in a half. Wongpachan's second free throw is good. So it should be Benson ball following the Lincoln possession, and it is. Marquise Cross will be up at the far side. Miguel Taylor will head to the bench. 4:40 left in the first half. A 10-point Benson lead at 39-29. Bradford hands it off to Perkins Fesher, and we have an offensive foul on Benson for an illegal screen. That one on Barfield, his first for Benson. Benson crowd does not like that.
No, they do not.
18 foul on the Techman. Player control foul on Benson. Heald on the right wing. Passes to the right corner in Muthu. 3-pointer from the left side in Dean, and drains it. Trevor Dean, his first field goal from long range. It's 39-32 Benson. 4:14 left in the first half. Bradford passes far side to Cross. Quick ball move to Wongpachan. Sees an opening and lays it in the paint. Wongpachan on my stat sheet with 21 first half points. And Benson has a 9-point lead at 41-32. Muthu Over for Heald on the right wing. Back to Muthu. Ball fake. Dump it inside, and a reach-in foul called on Nate Perkins-Fesher in the post. And we're at the 1-and-1 for Benson. That's the 19th foul it should be on the scoreboard. They actually credit the foul to Cross, his second foul for Benson, not Perkins-Fesher. 19 foul on Benson. 1-and-1 at the line for Malachi Sealy-Roberts. Malachi gets the first free throw. One more coming up from the charity stripe for him. With 3:50 left, second quarter, 8-point lead for Benson at 41-33. Malachi, second free throw, up and in. 8 for Malachi. Sealy-Roberts, 3:50 left, second quarter, 41-34 lead. Inbounds to Perkins-Fesher. Perkins-Fesher driving into the paint, looking for help. Out to Bradford, thought about the three from the right wing. Passes for Perkins-Fesher. He was calling for the ball until defensively he was closed up by Malachi Sealy-Roberts. Perkins-Fesher into Bradford. Bradford between the rings, gives it for DeWongpachan between the rings. Now back to Perkins-Fesher. Benson are playing with the passing game out on the perimeter. Bradford gets off the screen, driving to the hole. Good, and he's fouled. What a shot by Bradford, and a chance to go for a three-point play. Dean has picked up his third foul of the half. Nick Ruiz-Akwai will check in for Benson for his first appearance tonight. We'll see what Heather Sealy-Roberts will do. Redding Longacre will check back into the game for Dean with 3 fouls. Benson by 9, 43-34 with 3:22 left in the half. Chance to go back up by double digits here on the free throw for Bradford. And Bradford sinks it. Bradford with 15 first half points, 44-34 lead for Benson. Lost the dribble, did Moroni, picked up by Longacre. Oh, for Malachi between the rings. Dump it in the block to Moroni in the post and throws it away. Longacre went over and back. Heather Sealy-Roberts claiming that that ball was tipped. And now the referee's going to come together to decide if Lincoln will have possession. It will stay Benson's ball, says the official, as they didn't get a good view on if it was last tipped. Bradford handling the ball, passes right wing to Perkins-Fesher. Perkins-Fesher gets off the screen from Barfield. Perkins-Fesher kicks it out to Bradford. Bradford dribble drive on the kick out to DeWongpachan, top of the circle. Three-pointer for Ruiz-Akwai, good!
And the crowd goes wild.
Ruiz-Akwai, his first field goal from long range, 47-34 lead. Benson, largest lead of the half at 13 points. Lincoln trying to respond back. Malachi lost the ball, but Bradford commits a foul for reaching in his second. That's the 10th team foul for Benson. And that means Lincoln will be at the line to shoot 2 with 2:31 left remaining in the second quarter on any more fouls for Benson. Malachi at the line to shoot 2, and the free throw is good. Malachi with one more from the line. Before that happens, we have a timeout, Lincoln. And we'll see what timeout they will take here. Lincoln's already called for a full, and they will take a 30-second timeout here. So we'll stay on live for the break, or before we continue on. Joe, your thoughts so far in the second quarter?
Well, I don't know much about basketball and not much about sports in general, but I can tell you that the team spirit here, the school spirit, is absolutely amazing, and I'm excited to see it.
Well, I'm sure many of our listeners are excited to hear it as well. Benson by 12, 47-35 at the moment, as Malachi will head back at the free throw line to potentially make the second free throw to cut the gap down to 11. 10 team fouls for Benson. As I said, they are in the double bonus, so Lincoln, for the remaining 2:31 remaining in the second quarter, will be at the free throw line for any more fouls on Benson. Malachi at the line with one more, and he drains it. 9 for Malachi. Sealy-Roberts, 47-36 lead Benson. Bradford Gets it across, 2-on-1 break opportunity. Nice hesitation by Perkins Fisher. Pulls up from the left elbow, no good. Rebound, back tap by Benson, back to Perkins Fisher on the left wing. Earl Clark motioning to the Techman to get a offensive set played here in the half-court offense. Perkins Fisher over for the right wing or left wing in Barfield. Now over to the right wing in Duwangpachan. But Duwangpachan has 21 first-half points. You would have to wonder that would be a season high or a career high for Duwangpachan in a half. Dribbling for Barfield, and he traveled. That makes Earl Clark very disappointed on the bench right now for Barfield to just shuffle his feet. 1:50 left, second quarter. Lincoln ball. Moroni getting off the screen from Malachi. Moroni kicks it up top of the arc to Longacre. He had 3. Dump it in the block to Malachi. And the ball poked by Bradford and stolen. Up the floor, Duwangpachan ahead of the paint, blocked away by Seeley Roberts. And the layup is good by Perkins Fisher. His first field goal. Perkins Fisher did not give up on the play. 49-36 lead, Benson. 1:20 left in the half. Whistle sounding. And we have a defensive foul on Benson. And the foul on Dylan Duwangpachan, that is his second. At the scorer's table for Lincoln, Jabba Moti will be at the scorer's table following the first free throw coming up from Malachi Seeley Roberts. Probably wondering why I'm talking first names with Malachi and Moroni. Well, they're both relatives, of course, and it'll be a little bit more simple for the broadcast to call them by their first names. Free throw good by Malachi. One more at the line. Moti will check in. Longacre will head out for Lincoln. 12-point lead for Benson, 49-37. And missing the second free throw did Malachi. Defensive rebound tapped to Bradford. Bradford gets it past the timeline, guarded by by Muthu. Into the hands for Duwangpachan, back to Bradford. 1:10 remaining in the second quarter. Over to the left wing on Barfield in front of the Benson cheerleaders. Coming out of halftime as Barfield misses the layup in close. Rebound by Lincoln's Malachi. Into the right corner in Muthu. Heel passes inside to Seeley Roberts. That's Moroni. And a foul on Benson in the lane. That one will be on Barfield, his second foul. As I said, Benson in the double bonus. 2 free throws coming for Lincoln. And smart strategy by the Cardinals, stopping the clock. Knowing they're down 12, best way to get back in the game is to make some free throws. And the free throw is through for Moroni. He has 18 in the half. And Ty Lee will check in off the bench for Barfield, who has 2 fouls. Multiple players for Benson has 2 fouls. Second free throw is good by Moroni. He has 19 in the half. 52.5 left in the second quarter. 10-point Benson lead, 49-39. 50 seconds left in the half. Bradford gets it across the timeline. Bradford may hold for the final shot for the Techman. Ball poked loose by Muthu. It will remain Benson ball with 40.4 left in the half. Duwangpachan lobs it up high for Bradford, who gets it in the backcourt. Bradford advances past the timeline. Not an easy matchup for Muthu to do, to stay in front of Bradford. Perkins Fisher going to his right. Dribble handoff to Duwangpachan. Comes up left wing over to Bradford. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Bradford's already hit a buzzer beater to end the first quarter. Could do it again here. Into the hands for Duwangpachan. Double shows on him. Lincoln into a man-to-man defense. 10 seconds left for the quarter. Perkins Fisher still with it. Perkins Fisher kicks out to Bradford with 4 seconds. Bradford, left wing, kicks it out. Perkins Fisher, a left corner 3, no good as time expires. Perkins Fisher thought he was fouled on a 3-point attempt. He did not, and that will take us to halftime with the score. Benson Techman 49, Lincoln Cardinals 39. KBPS halftime show coming up next from Marshall campus on KBPS. Halftime from Marshall campus at Benson High School. Benson Techman leading the Lincoln Cardinals 49-39. Sean Phillipson, Jacob Patterson on hand for the KBPS halftime show. Jacob, while you were off air, what did you see primarily in the first half for both teams?
Oh, this has been a great game, Sean. I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. The energy is electric. These teams are on fire. Got to give a big shout out to Kayvon Bradford. Epic dunk, a crazy, wild buzzer beater three-pointer, almost, with two defenders in his face, and he's blocking shots. And Benson's on fire right now. They're coming out. It's senior night. It's for the seniors. It's their last home game of the regular season, and the rest of the team is showing up. The Texters are showing up here tonight and saying, we're going to support our seniors. The crowd is bringing the energy to keep the players in the game, and everybody's kind of stepping it up to that whole next level to kind of honor the seniors tonight. You can feel that vibe here tonight, and so and that makes for a great basketball game. And both teams are playing phenomenal. Lincoln still has this height advantage, and it's still anybody's ball game. It's going to come down to hopefully the final minutes here tonight.
Well, we'll find out momentarily. Looking at the halftime numbers for both teams, we'll start off with Lincoln. Lincoln led as many as 3 in the first half. Moroni, Sealy Roberts with 19 first half points. Malachi with 10. Eikenberry with 4 points. And Dean and Muther with 3 for Lincoln. Benson has led as many as 13 points tonight. They are led by Dylan DeWampachan's 21 first half points. Bradford with 15. Taylor with 4. Louise Aquai with 3. Moreland, Perkins-Fetcher, and Cross with 2 points each for the Techmen. Those are the scoring for both teams. We'll step aside for another break. When we come back, we will take a look at the schedule for next week's playoffs, as it'll be round 1 for both boys and girls, and then following that will be next Friday and Saturday for round 2. We'll keep you up to date with all of the games from KBPS, so we'll stay tuned for that. We'll be back. Halftime show continues from Marshall campus at Benson High School as the cheerleaders are getting honored for senior night tonight. Benson Techmen lead the Lincoln Cardinals 49-39. Halftime show continues on KBPS. As we welcome you back to Marshall campus, halftime entertainment. A little kid is out there on the court doing some mini push-ups in front of the crowd on hand tonight at Benson. You love to see things like that happen.
Can't be more than 2 years old. That's great.
Very impressive. 49-39 Benson lead. Previewing next week's games, we don't have games yet because tonight's the last day for the regular season across all the teams in the state of Oregon and 6A. But we do know that Tuesday, March 1st, will begin round 1 of the 6A OSAA On Point Community Credit Union State Championships for the boys. Boys will be on Tuesday, Wednesday for the girls on March 2nd, Friday and Saturday, boys and girls respectively, for round 2 of the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union State Championship event. We'll have round 1 and 2, depending on how far the PIL teams go, on the broadcast on KBPS next week. So do check listings on the website on www.kbps.am for more information.
I want to give a shout out to you, Sean, for the great job that you do, and let our listeners know that after the first couple of rounds, you're going to be calling games on the OSAA network for the entire OSAA network and all the stations and outlets that's carried on, and including KBPS. So we're looking really forward to carrying your broadcast via the OSAA network, and congratulations, Sean, on getting a job like that, and keep up the great work.
Thank you very much, Jacob. It's been a lot of fun to cover the state playoffs once it does occur. You just never know who's going to come out of it going forward. Of course, you would love to see a PIL team make it to the title game, like the Jeffersons and the Grant Generals of the teams like that. But Jefferson's not in it this year. And looking at the standings, Cleveland is 3rd, Roosevelt is 4th, Grant is 7th. Those are the 3 top 10 teams in the PIL in the state. That is very impressive for the work that they have done this year for the PIL.
And we had some great broadcasts earlier in the season. We've done games, the ones that stand out to me, Roosevelt at Grant not too long ago. That was an epic game, come down to a last-second buzzer beater with 2 amazing teams, and getting the walk-off interview there with Adrian Mosley from Grant. And seeing Cleveland, Cleveland dominate, and we were at the game for the PIL championship, but we had little technical difficulties there. But we were going to call the game. But Cleveland winning their first PIL championship in 60 years. So I mean, there's a lot of great teams coming out of the PIL this year. So watch out, rest of Oregon. It could happen. Let's bring a state championship back to Portland.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. 60 years in the making for Cleveland. Assuming they win tonight's game, looking at the games in the association tonight for the PIL, Cleveland is at I.W. Wills. We covered that game at Cleveland a few weeks ago, and I.W. Wills had a lead going into the game against Cleveland, and Cleveland rallied back to win. So, could be a trap game for the Warriors tonight. We'll see what happens. And other games, Roosevelt at Jeff, McDaniel at Grant, and of course this game, Lincoln at Benson.
Also want to give a quick shout out to the Lady Texters playing tonight, taking on, I believe, Lincoln. But lots of games happening tonight.
Halftime show has ended. Third quarter begins now. Duwankpachan over to between the rings in Barfield. Barfield holding the ball up, guarded by Dean. Benson up by 10, 49-39. Perkins Fesher handling the ball to right to left crossover, hands off to Bradford on the perimeter, gets off a Taylor pick, and again going off a Taylor pick, hands off to Duwankpachan. Benson using their clock to the advantage with a 10-point lead. They would love to win on senior night here at home to finish off the year strong before the playoffs. Bradford gets bumped by Moroni. Bradford hands off to Duwankpachan. Back to Bradford. Left corner three, wide open, no good. Offensive rebound by Taylor. Snaps it away from his teammate in Bradford. Taylor to the basket. Misses the layup in close. Rebound, Lincoln, 5-on-4 advantage if they hurry. A pull-up three-pointer, no good by Malachi. Offensive rebound, Eikenberry lays it in. Eikenberry with 6, 49-41 lead, Benson.
There's that height advantage for Lincoln in the middle, right there.
Eikenberry, a junior, listed at 6'10". Wouldn't be surprised if he would be 7 feet tall going into next year, at least, as a senior. We'll have to wait and see. Bradford getting off the screen from Taylor. Hands it off to Duwankpachan. Got bumped. Duwankpachan, a three-pointer from straight away. Back iron and miss. Loose ball foul on Taylor, his third. The only Techman in foul trouble with 3 fouls. Multiple players on the Techman. Bradford, Duwankpachan, Moreland, Cross, and Barfield on my stat sheet has 2. Healed. On the right wing. Passes for Malachi. Malachi to Eikenberry with a foul line jumper from there. No good. Defensive rebound, Perkins Fesher. Perkins Fesher on the run. Ball poke, loose recovered by the Techman. Three-pointer for Taylor. Back iron and miss. Rebound by Eikenberry.
A nice open look.
Malachi bringing it up. Circling around, puts up a left elbow runner and good. Right elbow, rather, for Malachi, and he puts it up and in. He has 12. 49-43 lead for Benson. A 6-point lead with 5:45 left in quarter number 3. Benson has led most of this contest tonight. Lincoln has led as many as 3, as I said, in the halftime show. Bradford on the left wing. Pulls it out to Duwankpachan near midcourt right wing. In front of the PPS logo. Bradford quick pass into Perkins Fesher. Ball poked loose and a reach-in foul on Lincoln. And foul on Moroni. Seeley Roberts, that is his first foul of the game.
I get the feeling that Benson's coming out in the second half without the same energy that they had in the first half.
I noticed that too. Block shot by Eikenberry. Rejects the shot from Barfield in the paint. Ball into Dean right wing. See if Lincoln can capitalize on end-to-end action. Malachi, elbow for Dean on the right baseline near side. Up top to Moroni. Moroni driving into foul line. Bump, and a foul is called.
Charging.
Offensive foul.
Bradford hung in there, and he took the charge.
Moroni gets called for the offensive foul, his second for Lincoln. Under 5 minutes remaining in the third, 49-43 Benson lead. Duwankpachan gets off the screen, passes for Taylor right on over to the left baseline. Taylor sees it open, going down the lane, puts up a tough shot, and scores it. Miguel Taylor with 6. Shot that over the outstretched arms of Eichenberry, which is not easy to do.
It's what Benson needs to get the crowd back into it, to get the team back into it.
And a foul called, reaching in did Bradford. Bradford has picked up his 3rd foul of the game. He has to be careful now. 4:32 left, 3rd quarter, 51-43, Benson lead. Lincoln to inbound. Malachi gets it in quickly, layup up and in by Moroni. Moroni now with 21 for Lincoln. 51-45 lead Benson.
That was a nice move and an easy lay in there.
Perkins Fesher gives it for Taylor with a foul line jumper. That's in. Taylor with 8 for Benson. 8-point lead for the Techmen. 53-45, 4:10 left in the 3rd. Eichenberry on the left block. Passes top of the arc to Moroni. Driving in the lane, blocked away by Taylor. Out of bounds off of Taylor. Lincoln ball.
He blocked the shot and kind of held the rebound for a second, but his foot was on the line there, out of bounds.
Somebody for Lincoln has to inbound. Initially, Taylor for Benson was going to inbound the ball for Lincoln, but it's Lincoln ball nonetheless. Dean to inbound. Dean looking to get it in, does to Malachi. Malachi off the screen from Moroni. Malachi bumped against Barfield, lobs it inside to Moroni, who lays it in with the left hand. Moroni now with 23 for Lincoln. 53-47, Benson lead. 3:47 left in the 3rd. Perkins Fesher crossover out top to Taylor between the rings. Taylor pulls the ball back out. Into the hands for Bradford. Now back over to Perkins Fesher. Perkins Fesher driving to the left side of the rim and lays it home.
Nice hustle to beat the defender there.
8-point lead back up for Benson, 55-47. Malachi dumps it to Moroni. Pass left corner to Dean. Dean fakes the pass. Ball moving on the perimeter. It's Moroni. One of the players fell down is Taylor, and there's a foul call on Benson. 2-shot foul.
Benson crowd not happy about that. They thought that the Benson defender took a charge.
That was Taylor.
And you can definitely hear the crowd there.
3rd foul on my stat sheet on Carlos Barfield. Free throws coming up for Moroni Sealy Roberts. Moroni makes the first free throw. 24 now for him. Kabir Muthu will check back in for Eichenberry with 2 fouls.
Yeah, I just don't feel the same energy right now that we had right before halftime.
Moroni makes both. 25 now for Moroni. Up the floor is Perkins Fesher. Double teamed on the left corner. Lost the ball. Timeout Benson with 3:07 remaining in the 3rd. Benson leads 55-49 over the Lincoln Cardinals on KBPS. They will take a 30. We'll take the break.
This is the home of live PIL sports action. AM 1450, KBPS, Portland.
Joining me, Dye, a student from Benson High School, on the call with me in this 3rd quarter match with Benson and Lincoln. Benson by 6, 55-49. Ball moving on the perimeter is Perkins Fesher into Cross, who's on the floor off the bench. Taylor over the left side in Duwangpachan. Duwangpachan back to Taylor. A left baseline 3. Good! Out of the timeout. Miguel Taylor with 11. Benson by 9 at 58-49. 2:42 remaining in the 3rd. Healed between the rings, right wing, Dean. Dean against Perkins Fesher. Dean thought about the 3 twice, pulls it out for Muthu. All right, we have a lot of students coming up to the court tonight to get action of tonight's game on the radio. And it comes to Heald on the left baseline. Heald, guarded by Bradford, passes for Muthu on the right corner. Muthu fakes the shot and nearly had the pass stolen away by Bradford. In the lane is Malachi, puts up a tough shot over Bradford. No. Rebound Bradford down the floor. Perkins Fesher, uncontested layup is good. Perkins Fesher with 6. Lead back up at 11 for Benson at 60-59. Heald on the left corner is Dean. Ball movement on the perimeter, Muthu. Dumping in the right block is Moroni, Sealy Roberts, and he gets the layup for 2. One of the Techman players fell down, looking to take the charge. 60-51, Benson lead by 9. 1:40 left in the 3rd. Into Taylor, kicks it out to Wangpachan. A far baseline three, no good. Rebound tapped over to Perkins Fesher for a second effort on the rebound. Perkins Fesher, right wing to Wangpachan, getting off the screen. Over to Taylor, unloads the three, no good. Rebound tapped over for Malachi. Malachi on the run. Malachi finds Moroni on the layup, no good in the paint. Offensive rebound, Lincoln. Malachi for three, and he drains it from straight away. Malachi Sealy Roberts with 15. Lead trimmed to 6 for Lincoln at 60-54. Timeout Benson. And Benson will call for a full. We'll step aside with exactly 1 minute left in the third. Benson 60, Lincoln 54 on KBPS. Benson ball out of the timeout, getting it into Bradford. Less than a minute to go in quarter number 3. Into the Wangpachan. Wangpachan comes up on the left side, passes for Cross. Cross will hand off to Bradford. 45 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Perkins Fesher over for Cross. Try to go backdoor to Wangpachan. Wangpachan receives the pass on the left side. Wangpachan guarded by Malachi Sealy Roberts. Over to the right wing in Perkins Fesher. Perkins Fesher getting off the screen from Barfield. Into Cross now. 25 seconds left for the third quarter. Benson content to hold for the final shot. Wangpachan on the left wing, now to the right wing in Perkins Fesher. Hand off to Bradford with 14 seconds left for the quarter. Ball poked out of bounds by Muthu. It will remain Benson ball with 12.1 left in the third. And the inbounds to Bradford. Bradford with 10 seconds left. Bumped against Muthu. Bradford, ball poked away by Muthu. Out of bounds. It will remain Benson ball with 4.7 seconds remaining. It'll be Wangpachan inbound near the midcourt line far side. Getting in quickly to Bradford. Bradford nearly went back over and back. Bradford fakes the shot, goes for three, and misses back iron. That concludes the third quarter from Marshall campus at Benson High School. Benson Techman 60, Lincoln Cardinals 54. Fourth quarter next on KBPS. At the other end to start the fourth quarter, layup good and the foul. A three-point opportunity for Lincoln. The foul on Cross, that is his third foul of the game. Dean will enter the game. The three-point play coming up for Moroni. He has 29 points. And I'm joined by Di. Di, what are your thoughts in tonight's game?
Benson has some really good defense tonight. I think they need to do a little bit more helping. The cheerleaders sound really good, and the crowd is really into the game tonight.
Three-pointer missing the top of the circle by Malachi. Another offensive rebound. Malachi goes for three. No good. Whistle sounding. Loose ball foul on Benson. And that one on Cross. That is his fourth foul of the game. On my stat sheet, he has 4 at the moment, does Cross. One more and he is gone for the game. Inbounds. Malachi looking to get it in, gets it into Moroni. Out to Malachi, a three from the left corner, good! Malachi with a clutch three. He has 18, 1-point game for Benson at 60-59. Bradford gets it across, 3-on-2 break. Wangpachan to respond for three. That's short. Rebound Malachi. Malachi up the floor to Heald. Heald is scoreless tonight. Finds Moroni. Kick out into Dean. Driving the baseline. Tries to shovel it for Moroni. Layup no good underneath. Rebound out of bounds. Benson ball. Gabe Moreland will return on the court for Benson as Cross will have to come out with 4 fouls. 7:04 left fourth quarter. 1-point Benson lead. Bradford trapped in the backcourt, lost the ball, and he's fouled. Dean, I think, will pick up the foul. We'll see, and it is Dean. That is his 4th foul on my stat sheet. One more, and he too will be gone for tonight's game. 6:59 left in the game. And now Jabba Moti will check in for Dean with 4 fouls. Moti has yet to have a foul tonight. Inbounds to Bradford. Lincoln in a full court press, getting it across to Moreland. Moreland down the floor. Perkins Fesher fakes the three. Slows things down for Benson with a 1-point lead. Bradford back to Perkins Fesher. Fakes the three again. Gives it for Taylor, left corner near side in front of the Benson bench. Taylor passes for Bradford. Bradford guarded by Muthu, who's played some terrific defense in the fourth against Bradford. Bradford bumped. And what do we got? Do we have an offensive foul or a foul on Lincoln? A defensive foul. Defensive foul on Malachi Sealy-Roberts, who fell to the floor, his second. 15 foul for Benson, and a three-point basket, good by Duwangpachan. He has 24 points tonight, his first points of the second half. 4-point lead for Benson at the moment. Three-pointer, no good by Malachi Sealy-Roberts. Benson rebounds. Down the floor, Bradford gets it across the timeline. Bradford circling around, double team comes out on Bradford, gives it for Duwangpachan. Shoves inside, Moreland layup, no good. Moreland got the rebound, and he is fouled by Lincoln. Foul on Moroni Sealy-Roberts. That is his third foul of the game. Both teams now, as I was trying to say moments ago, are at 5 team fouls in the game. Bradford to get it in play. Benson has led as many as 13 tonight. Lincoln had a lead as big as 3. Lincoln bench wanted to travel on Perkins Fesher. Officials did not call it. And then Bradford gets hacked and fouled by Kabir Rathor Muthu for the reach. That is his first. That's the 16th foul on Lincoln. One more foul on Lincoln, and that will put Benson at the line for a 1-and-1. Inbounds to Bradford. 5:52 left in the game. Bradford on the right wing, looking for movement for Benson. Backdoor cut. Duwangpachan couldn't handle the pass. And a turnover on Benson. 5:44 remaining in the game. Lincoln can cut the gap to 1 on a 3-point basket. 4-point lead for Benson. Dump into the block to Malachi. Ball moving the perimeter. Healed. Lost the ball. It will remain Lincoln basketball on the far side to inbound. Inbounds for the Cardinals. Getting in play to Moroni. Over to the left wing. Heel back to Moroni between the rings. Right wing Moti. Moti dump into the block to Malachi. Blocked underneath, but a foul on Benson. Kayvon Bradford huddling his guys up. Gabe Moreland on the defensive foul, his third. And that's the foul to give for Benson. That's the 16th foul. At the line for Lincoln will be Malachi Sealy-Roberts. Malachi tonight with 18 points. The free throw is no good by Malachi. One more at the line. 29 points for Moroni tonight on my stat sheet for Lincoln. Benson crowd urging the miss. Malachi makes 1 of 2. He has 19. 63-60 Benson lead, a 3-point lead. Taylor in the backcourt gets it to Moreland. Moreland still in trouble at the midcourt. 10-second violation on Benson. They were unable to get the ball into the front court. Terrific full court press defense by Lincoln. Malachi to inbound, gets it into Moroni, back to Malachi, unloads the 3 for the tie, no good. Rebound Duwangpachan. Up the floor, Bradford. Bradford on the run will slow things down now for Benson on the right wing. Gives it for Perkins Fesher. Perkins Fesher over to Duwangpachan off the dribble handoff. Perkins Fesher right wing back to Bradford. 4:52 remaining in the game. 3-point Benson lead. Kick it out. Duwangpachan for 3. Back iron and miss. Offensive rebound to Moreland. Puts up a second effort. No good as Eichenberry affected that shot at the rim. 63-60 lead Benson. Up the floor Moroni driving into the paint and scores on the layup. Moroni now with 31 points. 63-62 Benson lead. Into the hands for Bradford. Bradford has had a 15-point game tonight for Benson. Into Perkins Fesher, back to Bradford. Bradford on the left wing, guarded by Muthu. Bradford bumped against Muthu. Hand off to Dewangpachan. Dewangpachan getting off the screen, back to Perkins Fesher. Perkins Fesher getting off the screen. Benson looking complacent on the offensive half-court set. They don't know what to do yet. Dewangpachan thought about the three, didn't shoot it, and his pass stolen away by Heald. Heald to the basket, and the Cardinals lead. Sawyer Heald, his first field goal for Lincoln. 64-63, Lincoln lead. Lincoln coming into tonight on a 5-game winning streak. 3:35 left for the game. Dewangpachan gets the ball, hands off to Bradford. Will slow things down in the half-court set. Earl Clark motioning a play for Bradford. Bradford at the moment handling the ball into Dewangpachan. Thought about the three. Back to Bradford, right corner, far side. Bradford still with it. Has yet to make his move. Taylor, right baseline. Over for Perkins Fesher. Perkins Fesher still with it. 3:05 left in the game. Into Bradford. Bradford taking his time with the ball. Bradford driving in the lane, kicks out Dewangpachan, a three for the lead, no good. Defensive rebound by Moroni. Up the floor is Malachi, his pass out of bounds. It's Benson ball. Marquise Cross will return for Benson. And Gabe Moreland will head to the bench. 2:50 left in the game. Benson had a 13-point lead tonight, and the advantage now is Lincoln with a 1-point lead at 64-63. Inbounds to Taylor. Taylor trying to get it across the front court, guarded by Heald. Gets it to Perkins Fesher. Perkins Fesher driving into the paint. Bounce pass inside to Barfield, and a block shot. Actually, that was Cross on the layup attempt, blocked away by Eikenberry. Benson ball with 2:39 left in the game. Timeout, Lincoln. Lincoln will call for a full. We'll step aside with 2:39 left in regulation. Lincoln by 1, 64-63 over Benson on KBPS. Joe, as we welcome you back on the air, what are your thoughts in this game?
Well, thank you. Emotions are running really high. It is 1-point lead by Lincoln, and we are... everyone is so excited to be here. The energy is extremely high.
Bradford gets the inbounds pass. 2:35 left in the game. Bradford gets it to Taylor. Taylor on the right elbow, holding the ball. Lobs it for Bradford, and he gets fouled by Muthu. I believe that will be the foul on Muthu, and it is. That is his second. That is team foul number 7 on Lincoln. So the rest of the 2:29 left of the fourth quarter, both teams will be in the bonus, shooting 1-1. Bradford at the line to shoot 1-1. 15 for Bradford tonight. He could get to 16 on the first free throw. It's good. That was for the tie. One more could give Benson the lead back. 64 all with 2:29 left in the fourth. Bradford the lefty. The southpaw. He makes it. He has 17. Benson regains the lead by 1. 65-64 over Lincoln. 2:23 remaining in the game. Malachi looking for Moroni in the post. Gives it to Eikenberry. Gets it back. Give and go. Eikenberry gives the Cardinals the lead on a give and go from Moroni. Seeley Roberts. 66-65 Lincoln. Up the floor comes Bradford. Bradford will slow things down on the right wing near the midcourt line. 2:04 left in the game. Gives it for Taylor right on the right elbow. Taylor double team shows. Lob it to Bradford in the post. Right block. Bradford puts up a tough shot. No good, but he draws the foul. I think that one on Eikenberry, who jumped up. No, that's going to be on Kabir Rathor Muthu. That is his third foul of the game. Bradford back at the line to shoot 2. Shoot shot is fair for Bradford. He rattles in the first free throw. 18 now for Bradford. With one more at the line, we are tied at 66 all with 1:54 to go in regulation. Bradford for the lead at the line, makes it. 19 for Bradford. Benson retakes the lead by 1. 67-66 from Marshall campus. Malachi driving, kicks it out to Muthu, right corner. Into Malachi, gives it for Moroni. Muthu. Ball moving on the inside and outside for Lincoln. Heald on the left wing. gives it for Malachi. Into Moroni at the foul line. Moroni driving against Bradford for the lead. He got it. What a tough shot by Moroni. Sealy Roberts now with 33 points tonight. And Lincoln retakes the lead 68-67. 1:18 remaining in the game. Bradford holding the ball in his hands now, dribbling it. Bradford on the drive, shovels it inside to Cross, lays it up, no good. Defensive rebound, loose ball picked up, and a foul on Benson. Foul on Bradford. That is his fourth foul of the game. So Bradford has to be careful with 1:06 left in the game. As Gabe Moreland will check out and Marquise Cross will check in. Or pardon me, check out as Cross. Substitution made. Trevor Dean returns for Lincoln. And at the line will be Malachi Sealy Roberts tonight with 19 points. Free throw is no good. Defensive rebound, Taylor into the hands for Bradford. 1 minute to go in the game. Bradford passes for Taylor, back to Bradford with less than a minute to go now in the fourth. Earl Clark signaling a play for Bradford. But before that happens, timeout Benson. Benson has 2 fulls and a 30 left. Lincoln with a full and 30 left in their back pocket. Benson will call for a full. We will step aside for a timeout with 50.6 left in the fourth. Lincoln 68, Benson 67 on KBPS. Duranko trying to inbound the ball to Bradford in the backcourt. He can do that. Bradford gets it across the timeline. Guarded by Malachi. Sealy Roberts gives it for Duranko. Back to Bradford. Bradford holding the ball at the foul line. Looking for someone to give it to. 39 seconds left for the game. Benson down by 1. 68-67. Over for Taylor. Taylor hands it off to Bradford. Between the rings. Bradford with 30 seconds left to go. Earl Clark wants to clear out for Bradford. Bradford with his matchup against Malachi Sealy Roberts. 20 seconds left for the game. Timeout Benson again. Benson has 1 full and 1:30, so Benson will take a full here. We will stay on for the broadcast with 19.3 remaining. We'll do a game reset. Foul situations, neither team with a foul to give, as Lincoln 18 fouls, Benson with 17 fouls. Both teams are in the 1-1. Foul troubles for Benson. Bradford and Cross on my stat sheet has 4 personal fouls. Barfield, Moreland, and Taylor with 3, and Duranko for Benson with 2. For Lincoln, Trevor Dean with 4 fouls tonight. Muthu, Moroni, Sealy Roberts with 3 fouls each. Malachi, Sealy Roberts, and Graham Eikenberry with 2 fouls each. Heel with 1 foul for Lincoln. Benson, as I said throughout the game, they have led as many as 13 points tonight. Lincoln has led as many as 3. Win or lose for Benson, they will remain 5th in the PIL standings. Lincoln, and if Roosevelt and Lincoln should win their games tonight, they will remain tied for 3rd in the PIL standings. Getting it in, Bradford. 16 seconds left for the game. Benson down by 1. Isolation for Kayvon Bradford, the junior for Benson. Bradford driving, kicks it out. Duranko a 3 for the lead. No good. Defensive rebound by Eikenberry, and he gets fouled with 3.8 left. Moreland on the foul for Benson, his 4th of the game. But before the free throw commences, timeout Lincoln. 3.86. Full timeout Lincoln. Let me get it right. 3.8 seconds remaining in this game. Lincoln will be at the line shooting a 1-1. Lincoln with a 1-point lead, 68-67. Drama continues here in the 4th quarter. Benson had a 13-point lead tonight, and all of a sudden Lincoln rallied and have maintained a 1-point lead numerous times. We've been tied at least 3 times tonight in the 4th quarter, midway through the 4th. And now Lincoln clinging on to a 1-point lead, but that depends what they do at the free throw line. If Lincoln should miss one or both free throws, the clock will continue to run, and then Benson will have to go the length of the floor to heave a three-point field goal. 3.8 remaining in the game. It will be Graham Eikenberry at the line to shoot 1-1. Benson does have a 30-second timeout on my stat sheet. Lincoln has a 30 left as well. So Eikenberry at the line. The 6'10" junior will be at the line for Lincoln. The best Eikenberry can do on both free throws is to give Lincoln a 3-point lead. Eikenberry free throw, back iron, rebound Bradford. Bradford, time running out. Bradford for the lead and the win at the buzzer. No! Lincoln survives. The final score, Lincoln Cardinals 68, Benson Techman 67. What a comeback by the Lincoln Cardinals. Bradford missed from just inside midcourt. Had a decent look, just went off glass and missed it on the right side of the rim. A backbreaker of a loss for the Benson Techmen. Wow. What more can you say about that?
That was intense.
That was intense, my word. Final score from Marshall campus at Benson High School. Lincoln wins it 68-67. We will be back in 1 minute to wrap it up on the KBPS postgame show on AM 1450 KBPS. Final score from Marshall campus at Benson High School. A very jubilant Lincoln Cardinals pull out a comeback, winning 68-67. I'm Sean Phillips and Joe alongside me for the postgame show. Joe, what are your thoughts in the fourth quarter for tonight's game?
Oh, it was a heartbreak loss. Benson was doing so well. We had that 13-point lead, and we had all the energy in the stadium. The Benson fans were absolutely amazing. There's so much energy here. The cheerleaders, everyone. It was a shame that Benson lost, but, I mean, it was very close, and everyone did an amazing job playing.
Absolutely. Benson had a 13-point lead in the game, let it slip away in the second half. Benson only maintained to score 7 points in the fourth quarter for the Techmen, and for Lincoln, they were able to score 14 points, 14-7 in the fourth quarter. Lincoln grinded it out defensively in tonight's win. Looking at the numbers tonight, DeWong Buchanan with 24 points leading the way for the Benson Techmen. Kayvon Bradford with 19. Miguel Taylor with 11, along with some 3-point field goals. Fresher with 6. Ruiz Akwai with 3. And Cross with 2 points for Benson. Lincoln has only led as many as 3 all game tonight. That was early in the first quarter. Led by Moroni. Sealy Roberts, 33 points tonight. Malachi Sealy Roberts with 19. Graham Eikenberry with 8. Muthu and Dean with 3. And Heald with 2 for the Lincoln Cardinals tonight. With the win for Lincoln, assuming how things go at Jefferson versus Roosevelt, we do have a final, though, at Grant. Grant blows out McDaniel in a runaway, 81-29. Games have yet to be final from Jefferson as they host Roosevelt, and Ida B. Wells hosting Cleveland in that game. So back to the statistics, or back to the standings now for Lincoln. They finished the regular season tying a season high with a 6-game winning streak. They move up to 18-7 overall and 12-4 in the PIL standings. Assuming everything goes as is tonight, Lincoln and Roosevelt will finish the season tied at 12-4, tied for third in the PIL standings. For Benson, they remain 5th in the PIL standings. They drop to 14-10 overall and 9-7 in the Portland Interscholastic League as they drop back in the loss column. A heartbreaker for the Techmen tonight. Wow. Upcoming schedule, as I mentioned during the halftime show, round 1 of the boys playoffs on the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union State Championships will take place next Tuesday, March 1st. March 2nd will be round 1 for the girls' side of the bracket for the playoffs. Round 2, depending on how far the PIL goes, we'll have the broadcast Friday and Saturday next week. Boys will happen next Friday. Girls will take place on Saturday next week for round 2. Again, we do not know the matchups. We hope to have those matchups for you on www.kbps.am. So check the website for further details on what we have coming up next week for round 1 and possibly round 2 of the OSAA 6A boys and girls state basketball playoffs. Should be a fun one to call. This concludes tonight's broadcast. Special thanks to Donna Nagus, our studio engineer, for making tonight's broadcast possible, and the athletic director at Benson High School, Matt Clark. For more on our upcoming playoff schedule, go to www.kbps.am. Once again, the final score from Benson High School, Lincoln down as many as 13. They come back and defeat the Benson Techmen. The